They told me to leave just like that, out of nowhere, no warning, no. Hey, can we talk for a sec? Just a sharp voice slapping the air, cutting right through the soft music in the boutique. Get her out. She doesn't belong here. And I remember standing there thinking, wait, are they talking about me? For a split second, I actually believed they had the wrong person. But nope, it was me. Me, smack in the middle of my own store, getting treated like some trespasser who'd wandered in from the street, while I'm literally standing next to a mannequin I picked out myself last season. You ever have one of those moments where your brain just can't catch up to what's happening? That was me, right then. Brad, the sales guy, real smooth operator, just looked me up and down like he was searching for proof I didn't belong. And then he goes, "People like you don't shop here." He said it so casually, almost bored, like this was just another Tuesday. And all I could think was, you have absolutely no idea what you just set in motion, man. But I didn't lose it. Didn't raise my voice. I just looked him dead in the eye and said, as calm as I could manage, "You'll regret this." And I meant it not as a threat, but like a promise I'd already delivered. You know what I mean? So let me back up a sec, because here's the kicker. Me name's Dennis Sterling, founder and CEO of Lux Boutique. And that store? That was my flagship, the place I poured my soul into, the one I daydreamed about while scrubbing office floors at 2 a.m., just to keep the lights on during college. The same store I built from scratch, after bouncing around foster homes and juggling 3 jobs and hustling every damn day just to turn a busted thrift shop into something elegant, something that was supposed to stand for dignity, equality, and class. But on this particular morning, I just rolled in, no assistant, no driver, no fanfare, wearing jeans and an old blouse, just another woman trying to buy a dress. And apparently, that was enough for Brad to decide I was the wrong kind of customer. It started the moment I picked up this black evening gown, a $3,000 price tag, which, by the way, I personally approved for inventory. Brad strolls over, puts on this fake smile mask, and tells me, "You might be more comfortable in the back. That's where we keep the discounted items." I looked right at him and said, "Actually, I'd like to try this one on." His whole face changed. Gone was the customer service smile, and suddenly he was just a guy staring down a problem he didn't want to solve. He leans in, drops his voice like we're sharing a secret. "That dress is expensive. You even have $3,000. And then, right on cue, he laughs like it's all some big joke. I didn't blink. Just handed him my platinum card heavy enough to break a window, you know, and waited. That's when Jennifer, the manager, storms over. She grabs my car like it's hot, holds it up to the light for everyone to see, and then practically yells, "This looks suspicious." Suddenly, all eyes are on the customers, whispering, phones coming out, and Jennifer on the phone calling for security, saying I'm causing a disturbance. Let me be clear, I hadn't raised my voice, hadn't touched anything except the dress, and now I'm the problem. So in comes Marcus, the security guard, a big, ex-military guy who looks like he'd rather be anywhere else. He tries to keep it professional. "Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to leave." And just like that, they walk me right out the door. I'm standing on the sidewalk with my dignity in one hand and my platinum card in the other, and for a split second, I felt 12 years old again, standing in a department store with my mom, getting those same looks, hearing those same words, watching her save up for months just to buy me a graduation dress and leave empty-handed because someone decided we didn't belong. But here's where the story flips, because 7 minutes later, I walk back in, but this time, I'm not alone. Power suit, heels, legal team, and corporate security in my back. Heads turn, and suddenly, all the people who just watched me get thrown out are realizing this is about to get real. Jennifer goes pale. Brad looks like he's about to faint. I walk straight to the center of the store, clap my hands, and say, "Everyone, stop what you're doing." When everything freezes, I look Jennifer dead in the eye and tell her, "You had me thrown out of my own store." She starts stammering, tries to spin it, saying they were just protecting the brand. And I say, "Really? Because I am the brand." I turn to Brad and let him have it. "You laughed at me. You told me the owner wouldn't waste their time on someone like me. Guess what? I am the owner." The place goes dead silent. And in that silence, I fired both of them. No warnings, no second chances. Jennifer and Brad out. Banned from every Luxe boutique location, period. Then I turned to Marcus, the security guard. I could see it on his face, who was just following orders, but he knew it wasn't right. And I told him straight up, that doesn't erase what you did, but at least you owned up to it. He apologized, real and direct. So I gave him another chance, but with strings attached, immediate diversity training, and from now on, he'd be expected to speak up if he ever saw something like this happen again. Because there's always a next time for all of us. But I didn't stop there. I called an emergency meeting for all staff and told them why this matters, told them about my mom, about that old department store, about the promise I made that one day I'd build something better. I wasn't going to let my dream get twisted into the same kind of place that made us feel so small. So I made sweeping changes, mandatory inclusion training for every employee, anonymous mystery shoppers from all backgrounds, monthly incident reports. If you discriminate, you're gonna need no excuses, no second chances. And you know what's wild? That store is thriving now. Marcus leads diversity workshops for new hires. Customers tell me it feels different, warmer, more welcoming, more real. Mrs. Hamilton, one of our regulars who saw the whole drama go down, comes in every week, brings her friends, and tells them this is what accountability looks like. But for me, I still pop in quietly from time to time, blend in, just to make sure the promise I made to my mom, to myself, is still being honored in every corner. So here's my question for you. Was I too harsh? Or did Jennifer and Brad get exactly what they deserved? Ever been judged for how you look, where you're from, what you wear? Because if you have, you know that feeling deep down. And maybe, just maybe it's time we talk about it. Drop your story in the comments, tell me. Was I right? Was I wrong? What does justice look like to you? Because the more we talk, the harder it gets for people like them to keep getting away with it.
Xin chào các bạn, mình là Trinh, mình phụ trách viết content. Trên đây là những công việc của mình, là mình lên mạng xã hội tìm hiểu những video.
It is cold, yeah. After the tree to hold on to. Yeah. They're the fence. Use the fence.